Hello, welcome to our video for this week. We're doing factoring by grouping. We're sort of continuing the factoring theme from last week into this week, and we're just doing a little different style that's not too bad, hopefully, and hopefully you like it. So our steps. Step one, you separate into two sets of parentheses. And step two, and I'll say it'll make more sense when we do it. GCF, factor both sets. So we're continuing that little theme as well. Then we write matching parts. Oh, well, it's basically right matching parts of what's left. And then, of course, write the good old answer. All right. So this basically look into, you're going to use parentheses a lot and look for things that are common. All right, so get those directions down. Start with some examples. You got 2b plus that, and plus 5 times b plus 3. All right, in this case, they're already separated into parentheses, and we're just looking for the commonalities because you see that they both have a b plus 3 with them. That means we could basically separate it out to be the same, because if they're the same, we could basically factor it out, and the rest of it gets grouped together. And that's about it. So you basically pull them out and then put the pieces together. All right, next example. That's 4x times x plus 2 plus 9 times x plus 2. All right, so again, you see that we have two sets of parentheses. They both have the same thing inside of them. So that means we can basically pull it out or factor out of both things, of everything. And the remaining pieces come together inside their own set of parentheses. All right. Next for us, x to the 3 plus 3x to the 2 plus 5x plus 15. All right, so now we just got to make our own parentheses. So first, do parentheses around the first set and around the second set. Make sure you include that plus sign here underneath. Okay. So now we look to pull out from each one. So this first one, the GCF we got is x to the 2. That turns into x to, so you pull it x to the 2. It had 3, so it's got 1 left, and plus 3 is left. And the other one looks like when you got a 5 and 15, so you pull it a plus 5 times x plus 3. So you notice if you redistribute them, we just factored the GCF for each one of these pieces above. Okay, and now we see that we have x plus 3 inside each parenthesis, and that's our goal, to get them the same. Because those become the beginning, and then you put the other two inside their own set parentheses, and that's how we factor it by grouping. All right, next example. You got 2r to the 2 minus 6r plus 12 minus 4r. All right, so same style. Start with the parentheses around all of them. In that sense, you group 2 of them at a time. Now we're going to pull out a GCF from each one. So from this one, I see we can pull out a 2. Oops, put it down here. A 2, and they both share an r, so I pull an r as well. So what's left is r minus 3. And from this here, I can pull out, looks like a 4 from both of them, actually. R looks like a negative 4 actually would work. Pull out a negative 4. What's left is negative 3 plus r. So you notice it's similar to this other one over here, but different. And so what I can do is we can rearrange inside the parentheses to be r minus 3. So that's the goal. We want them to look identically the same. And then the final bit, write the answer, r minus 3 times 2r minus 4. And that would be our answer. All right, let's get another one. 3r minus r squared plus 2r minus 6. All right, so same thing. Do the parentheses around each pair. Then we look to pull out a factor from each one. This first one, no numbers, but we could pull out let's pull out a negative r. So I just pull out an r in that case, a negative r, because we had that one's negative. And then this turns into negative 3 plus r, technically, right? Because I pulled out negative r from those and flip the signs. Then this other one, we have a 2 and a 6. So I pull out a positive 2. The remains of r minus 3. So now, we're on track. We're looking close. So we just got to flip those two around. Minus r and r minus 3 plus 2 times r minus 3. All right, now we got them the same. So now we can pull them together or factor out together. And remainder of that. All right, there's that one. All right, good job. All right, last example. 10b to the 3 minus 16b to the 2 plus 25b minus 40. All right, so all bigger numbers here, but that's okay. So we're going to group them. And make sure you do it inside in front of that parentheses, in front of that plus sign. All right, so now pull out what we can. So we see this first set of parentheses looks like 2 would work. So pull out a 2 because they're both even. And they both have b's. They both have b to the 2 because they both have at least 2 b's. So this one drops it down to 5b. That's what's left, and 8. Okay. And the other one over here looks like probably a 5 would work. Let's pull out a positive 5, and it brings it down to 5b minus 8. All right, so far so good because now they match already. It's awesome. 5b minus 8 in their own parentheses. We factor them out together, and this becomes 2b squared plus 5. All right, good job, guys. And if you want to double check your answer, stuff like that, remember you can always redistribute. This is basically going back to our little idea of binomial times binomial. So what we could always do is redistribute each of these terms, just like we did a few weeks ago, and you should get back to this original answer. So it should be the same. So that's a way to double check your work. All right, good job, guys. Keep up the good work.